Hi guys, watch me go from no brows to full brows in 5 minutes. First things first, you want to get a pressed powder and a powder puff. I usually use this to puff out that area to make sure it's dry, no excess oils, nothing that will move our eyebrows when we get into the process. Now, I press this in very, very well. You can almost see like the powder on my actual eye. I would then grab a spoolie just to brush it in, make sure everything is nice and even. Then we go in with our pencil. So I get this dark pencil from Ruby Kisses, and I always sharpen it. You always have to sharpen your pencil. If you feel it getting blunt, sharpen it again. And as you see me, this is almost in real time, except I did cut some clips out. I am very gentle with it. It's like I said, if your pencil is dull, you're going to sharpen it again. And just trace out the outline of your brows. It's easier to do if your eyebrows are shaved or waxed or tweezed or just like trimmed. Mine are not, and you can see I'm still able to achieve that shape. Once you have this outline, which is what you want, I'm going to go back in a spoolie and like brush in the edges because I don't want those harsh edges. Now this is my favorite pencil, the NYX Professional Makeup Lift and Snatch pen. It's almost like a marker and it's very thin. Now if you're heavy handed, I don't know if this will be for you, but with practice, you will get it in over time. This takes me a while because I like to go in gently. Because my brows are very sparse, I do fill it out with this pen slowly and steadily. Now, I'm easier on my left hand than I am on my right hand, even though I am right handed. Long story, but I take my time when it comes to my right hand and I just keep going in. I turn my head, get a mirror that is close up and keep filling it in. Don't rush. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Now this is the other side, just to show you how it's easier for me to do the other side. I'm lighter and faster, and you see the brows get filled in really quickly and they don't look like they're colored in. You can actually see the strokes, like tiny individual strokes. That's what I love about this pencil. I love it so much. Now for the front, as you can see, I don't shade it all the way in, and you see why, because I do get to brush it, and I don't think anybody naturally has like boxy eyebrow hairs, so it's a little sparse in the front and it'll even out in the back. Just keep going. As you can see, I take my time with this step. I go in multiple times gently. If I get tired, I'll leave that section and go and concentrate on a different section. You guys, slow and steady wins the race. Anytime I see any little sparse opening, I will go in with this pen as well. You might think this is the only pen we're going to be using. No, not even close. I keep going in shade and shade and shade. Now that we're done shading, I'm just going to brush and darken my eyebrows a little bit with the pencil I initially used for the outline, just at the tail end, not really at the front. I take this really flat concealer brush and I'm going to use this to clean the edges. This is a light concealer. It's not like thick or heavy like a putty concealer. I don't recommend using this concealer if you're a beginner because it's really like watery, right? And like you want something that is a little bit putty based so that it's easier for you to drag and it's less like smudge, because this one you can easily just like nick your eyebrow. You don't want to do that. So if I start with the front and it's stressing me out, I just go to the back. Like if you're starting and you're struggling with one side, leave it, go to the other side, finish that side, then come back. There is no harm in coming back. The harm comes in when you keep stressing on one side and you mess it up. And one thing about me, I will look at that eyebrow to make sure everything is prim, proper, and perfect. I will turn my head every angle that I have to just to make sure it's clean. So I take a little bit of concealer, and you can, if you feel like your concealer is like disappearing, you can always add a little bit more. A little does go a long way for me, and I don't want it to look too different. So I take a lighter shade of concealer to clean the bottom part. And this is the side that's like easier for me. You can probably tell. And again, if you nick the eyebrow with the concealer, no worries. You can always go ahead and shade that part in with a pencil or with the pen. Now going in with the top, like I said, I use a concealer shade that's closer to my skin color, which is why you can't really tell that I'm using concealer. Now it's for my favorite brush. I use that to just buffer everything down. Now you see my entire eyelid is covered with concealer, so you don't really see two different shades. bottom of my eyebrows kind of blends with my eyelid. You can always darken this up with a little bit of contour or just use pressed powder. And we are all done, you guys. What do you think? Stay tuned for my next video. This is a teaser. See you soon.